Ciao a tutti and welcome to Nonna Gina's Food Adventures. Today's episode is all about Christmas. Yes, we're coming up to the Christmas break and we want to have something that's quick, easy, that can be made way in advance, and this particular recipe is very dear to my heart. I actually made this on Masterchef and it actually wowed the judges. It made Gary go weak at the knees. Yes, it's my famous orange cake. Now, a little bit of history on the orange cake itself. It's based on a cake that my mother used to make when I was a little girl. It was more like a heavy pound cake. So over the years, I've perfected it just to become a little bit lighter, a little bit more delicate, and no boiling oranges. Have a look at this. The oranges are just cut whole. So what the ingredients are, we need flour, there's almond meal, a little bit of baking powder, 3 eggs, oranges. Now that's one large orange, or about 320 grams roughly, which I've just top and tail taken away the core. They're navel oranges, very sweet, beautiful. Some sugar and butter. Yes, it is very decadent. And you definitely need a processor for this. It cannot be done by hand, unfortunately. So I'm using a very large bunt tin. In the show, I made tiny little ones using this particular one, so it just made it a little bit more fancy, if you like. But today I'm making a nice bunt tin. So let's get started. Now, this is how simple this cake is. I apologize for the noise in advance because it is going to get noisy. But everything goes into one processor. Just all the oranges, that's our very first, and we process that. Okay, let's go. So that's it. Basically, you can see it doesn't have to be all completely chopped because it will get there. Now, from there, we're going to add the butter. Now, I've had this in the fridge, and the reason I keep it nice and cold is because and it'll still have little bits of butter just through it, and that will have that beautiful pop while it's baking. It's really nice. So we have the butter and 3 eggs. So it's 1 and the last egg. And that's it. You can see that there's still little chunks of butter in there, and that's exactly what you want. I forgot to tell you earlier, oven is preheated to 160, 170 fan force, depending on your oven, and it'll cook for about 50 minutes, so you don't want it on a really high heat. Now all we need to do is scrape all this down. We have 1 1/4 cup of flour, but if you look down below, I have all the exact measurements down. If you click on the little arrow, it'll give you all the ingredient recipe, but that's 1 1/4 cup, and we have 3/4 cup of almond meal. We have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 cup of sugar. And would you believe that's it? And yes, we whiz again. Scrape it down once, just to incorporate everything. Oh, if there was only smell-o-vision here. And 1 more quick whiz. That's it. Okay, so now we have our cake mixture ready. What we need to do is just get the bunt in and give it a really good spray. I know it's a non-stick one, but I still like to give it a good spray just to have that insurance. and that's what you're after. Really good dosing of the cooking spray. So now it's just a matter of tipping it all in. And it's just a matter of, it's not a very liquid batter, as you can see, so it's just a matter of basically spooning it in. Okay, so once you've got it into your cake tin, just spread it out just a little bit. Doesn't need a lot. This is the cake batter. It just goes into your preheated oven, like I said, for 160 degrees for about 50 to 55 minutes, depending on your oven, fan forced. I like to put it on to 50 minutes just to make sure, and then I'll check it with my trusty little skewer. We are done. Have a look at the cake. If you could only smell this, it is absolutely to die for. Now, you need to let this really cool down to room temperature before you start to decorate it. What I'm going to do is do it for my Christmas centerpiece. So what I'm going to get is a bit of icing sugar, and we are going to replicate some snow. Yes. Let's see if it works. There we go. This works better. That's it there. I'm going to keep this really simple. I have a little Christmas bouquet which I did prepare, and that there is just going to sit in the middle, and voila, that is my Christmas orange cake. And it's the one that was made on Masterchef that the judges loved, and I would love for you to try it as well. So thank you everyone for watching my video. Any comments you have, just leave me the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe, you get notifications on anything that's coming up and any tips and tricks. And if you like this, like my video. Thank you. Ciao tutti. Buon Natale, and have a very, very Merry Christmas, and all stay safe. Ciao.